Did you know that over 5.6 million people in America have Alzheimer's disease? In addition to that, each year over $259 billion are spent on medical care for the disease. Chances are you know somebody that's affected by it. Alzheimer's is a progressive brain disease that affects many people each year. Today, I'm going to be talking about 3 important factors with this disease. First off, we will discuss what it is. Then, I will explain even further how many people are affected. Lastly, I will explain what research is being done to find a cure. Before we can talk about solving it, we must first understand what it is. Alzheimer's is a progressive brain disease that disrupts memory functionality and other cognitive skills. According to the Mayo Clinic, Alzheimer's disease causes brain cells to degenerate and die. Plaque builds up between cells and disrupts cell-to-cell communication. As this disease progresses, the affected person will lose the ability to hold conversations and eventually won't be able to function independently. At first, victims have memory loss and difficulty multitasking. Later stages cause the affected person to lose their connection to the world around them. There are no known causes for Alzheimer's. Scientists generally agree that it is a mixture of genetic, lifestyle, and environmental factors. The disease itself is actually a cause of dementia. Dementia is a very broad term that describes a decrease in brain function. While the disease progresses, the hippocampus or memory center of the brain shrinks along with the rest of it. There is no cure for this disease, and patients usually live 4 to 8 years after diagnosis. Now that we know what it is, let's talk about the vast impact the disease has in America. Alzheimer's is the 6th leading cause of death in America. On top of that, the economic impact is astronomical. According to the Alzheimer's organization, 1 in 10 people over 65 develop the disease. At 85, those odds increase to 1 in 3. Every 66 seconds, someone develops the disease. By 2050, there could be over 14 million people living with the disease. Former US President Ronald Reagan was diagnosed with Alzheimer's in 1994. After a 10-year fight, he died in 2004. The cost of care for fighting the disease is staggering. In 2017 alone, the care for the disease cost $259 billion. On top of monetary costs, the labor costs are astronomical. Over 15 million Americans provide unpaid care for Alzheimer's. Even simple acts such as showing emotional support is considered unpaid care. While Ronald Reagan had the disease, his wife, Nancy, rarely left his side. According to the Alzheimer's organization in America, this amounts to over 18.2 billion hours, labor that is valued at over $230 billion. Because of these incredible costs, the search for a cure is becoming increasingly important. Here's what is being done to develop a cure. Though it is currently incurable, millions of dollars are being invested each year. According to the Mayo Clinic, there are many promising leads, but it takes a long time to develop new methods of treatment. New treatments are being tested that prevent the buildup of plaques between neurons. Currently, treatments only slow the progress of the disease by boosting cell-to-cell communication. To help push for the cure, the Coalition Against Major Diseases has created a data-sharing partnership between pharmaceutical companies. This coalition, composed of a bunch of clinical trials, is made of government advisors, companies, and nonprofit organizations. In conclusion, today we learned about what Alzheimer's is, how many people it affects, and what is being done to cure it. Though it affects many people and there is no cure, the fight against Alzheimer's is far from over. Each day, more people are diagnosed with it, and until a cure is found, the progressive disease will continue to have a tremendous impact upon our economy and our society.